Yo, what's going on, ladies and gents? My name is Arbuckle. Welcome back to another video. Today we are once again back on Modern Warfare, and I wanted to share with you guys some tips and tricks for getting more headshots as quickly and easily as possible. I know a lot of you guys are on your grind to gold camo for a lot of these weapons, and obviously getting headshots is one of those main factors in getting those camos, as it has been for a long time with Call of Duty. And I wanted to make a video and give you guys some advice that I've used to help myself get gold guns really quickly in this game specifically. So hopefully this video will help some of you out. So the first major tip that I have for you guys is to play hardcore when you're going for headshots. A lot of people aren't actually playing hardcore in this game. I don't know what the difference is, but maybe it's just harder to find in the playlist. But I've noticed a lot of people aren't playing hardcore, and that is the #1 key to actually completing a lot of the camo challenges, specifically headshots. If you're going for headshots, obviously if you're doing it in core, you might be aiming for the head, but because it takes several shots to kill someone, the kill shot might not be in the head. You might end up getting a body shot as the kill shot because, you know, it takes several shots, and you've got recoil, you've got all kinds of things that factor in when you're shooting someone. But when you're playing hardcore, obviously the time to kill is a lot lower. So if you aim for the head, you hit them in the head once, they're going to die, you're going to get the headshot. Just to kind of back up my theory on this, you know, when I was playing core, I was probably getting like 5 to 10 headshots a game, and I was actually trying to get headshots. Keep in mind, I play game modes like Domination, Hardpoint. But when you play hardcore and you make your objective to go for headshots, you know, I was getting between like 17 and 25 a game. And obviously for most of these weapons, you only need between like 100 and 125. So it'll add up really quickly and make this challenge so much easier and a lot less stressful. So play hardcore. It'll make this so much easier on yourself. The second thing I want to bring up is the game modes. I would recommend playing a hardcore objective-based game mode. So if you're playing Team Deathmatch, obviously the only objective is to kill people. So you're going to have a lot of people that are camping, aren't really moving, just kind of sitting back, and that's kind of challenging when you want to get headshots. You always want to catch people off guard, get behind people. That's the easiest way to do it. And when you're playing a game mode like, let's say, Domination or Hardpoint or Headquarters, it's going to be really easy because you're coming up behind players. You've got players that are playing the objective. For example, Domination, you're going to have people that are constantly jumping on the B flag, just sacrificing their body to get a capture, which makes it very easy for you to get an easy headshot, right? So if someone jumps on that B flag, they're just laying there trying to cap the flag, you can get an easy headshot because they're not moving, they're standing out in the open, and you know exactly where they're at. So when you're playing the objective based game mode, you can kind of tell where the enemies are going to be and where they're going to be headed, so it makes it easier to line yourself up to get more headshots in the game. So playing objective based game modes is going to help you out significantly. The third tip is to make sure that you're using the right attachments. So there's a couple different attachments that you want to make sure that you're running when it comes to getting these headshots. The first one is you want to make sure that you're buffing your accuracy and your range. Obviously our damage is going to be fine because we are playing hardcore, but we want to be able to get headshots from a distance, and I'm sure a lot of you guys are working on that long shot challenge as well. So this is going to kind of benefit you in both of those areas. But make sure that you're running attachments that are going to buff your accuracy and your range. Something that's going to do that is a reflex sight. So I would recommend using a mini reflex or any of the reflexes that you enjoy using. When you're playing hardcore, it really doesn't matter too much which one you're using because you can even throw a sniper reflex on an assault rifle. And when you're playing hardcore, it only takes one shot to the dome to kill somebody. So you can actually do that. You can afford to use that sniper scope on an assault rifle. You can hit people from distance. And if you're buffing your accuracy and your range, you're going to be able to have a lot less recoil and give yourself that opportunity to not only get more long shots, but to be able to get those headshots from really long distances. Another thing that I highly recommend using is the laser sight. Now, a lot of people don't like using laser, including myself, because it gives away your position. However, if you're going for headshots and you're being aggressive, you're playing headquarters, hardpoint, whatever you might be playing, having laser is really clutch when it comes to getting headshots from close quarters gunfight situations. Let's say you run through a doorway and someone's up on you. Obviously, you're not going to have time to aim down sight. So if you have that laser, you can kind of use the laser to aim towards the head and guarantee yourself that headshot. So it's really nice, especially on the small maps, to have that laser on your weapon. The next tip is to use stun grenades. Now this one actually helps a lot more than a lot of players actually realize. You can use stun grenades to keep people from moving and therefore line up easy headshots. So this is kind of the same situation as if you're playing Domination. You've got someone on the B flag not moving. The goal is to kind of get people to stand still so that you have an easy headshot. You really don't have to work for it. And when you're using stun grenades, if you can get in the rhythm of constantly throwing the stuns in the direction of the enemies, you'll get people that get completely stunned and just can't move. And you can just just line up easy headshots. If you get up behind someone and they're moving, you can do this as well. Then you can be behind them, not have to worry about being shot. But stun grenades are going to help significantly when going for headshots. Last but not least, this is a tip that I want to give you guys that I feel like a lot of people think about but don't really, incorporate it into their gameplay. And that is to not only aim for the head, but aim above the head. And that's so that you don't worry about accidentally getting those body shots. And you got to make sure that you don't worry about dying. You really have to not care about KD when you're trying to get headshots, because your instant reaction is to kill the enemy, right? It doesn't matter where you shoot them. The instant reaction when playing this game is to kill the enemy, no matter what. So if you kind of get that out of your head and you focus on, I need to get this headshot. I'm going to aim for the head, above the head. If he kills me first, oh well, I'm going to continue to do that so that every kill that I get is going to be a headshot. So make sure that you are aiming for not obviously the head, but above the head as well, so that if you do have some sort of recoil, you're not going to accidentally end with that body shot. You're going to guarantee yourself a headshot, and it's going to make this so much easier on yourself. So these are the tips that I have for getting headshots quickly and easily in Modern Warfare. If you guys have any questions or anything else to add, make sure to leave it down in the comment section below. But I hope you guys did enjoy this video. Make sure to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and I'll see all you guys in the next video.